Okay, welcome to Leo season. This is so exciting. This class is all about bringing the heat, bringing in that fire, stoking that inner fire, connecting with the sun, with that golden light. You can reflect this on your body through being adorned in gold jewelry, and embodying that energy, getting outside into the sun, absorbing its codes, not being afraid of our natural charger, but instead knowing when to unplug from the sun. And today we're just going to try to flow into the season. So if you didn't already practice the detox class, that's a great class to practice before we welcome in this new energy. And if you have, then welcome, let's practice. So this will be a 45 to 60-minute practice. So for this class, you will need a playlist. So make sure you tune into something that is going to motivate you, that's going to bring you joy. You can put your tea aside for after class, and you'll need 2 blocks. So once you have all of those things, you can go ahead and bring yourself down onto your mat into a supine position. So starting on your back. All right, once you make your way down onto your back, with or without props, just let yourself settle. Find a place where you are comfortable, where you feel good in your skin, exactly where you are as you are. Adjust, fidget, move, get all of that active energy out of the body, shaking out through the hands, maybe a little wiggle through the fingers and toes, and then come to stillness. And take a conscious breath in through the nose and then out through the mouth. Good, let's do that again. Big inhale through the nose. Hold it at the top. And then a long exhale out of the mouth. One more time. Biggest breath of your day. Bring it in, bring it in, bring it in. Hold it at the top. Side out exhale. Beautiful. Just let your breath breathe you for a few moments here. And take your energy and attention to your heart. Starting at the center of your chest, behind the sternum, behind your breastbone. Feel the energy of this space and then notice what comes through for you. Is it an image? Is it a color? Is it a feeling, a sensation? What happens to you when you draw your attention to your heart? Do you feel empowered, motivated, or inspired? Do you feel activated? Now imagine this energy at the center of your chest, right behind the breastbone. Imagine this energy starts to move laterally out towards the left and right sides of the body. I want you to feel like this glow, this eminence is coming from the center of your being, but moving behind the rib cage, around the rib cage, to your back, around to the back ribs, and then meeting at the spine. So now you have this band of energy around you originating at the heart. And where this energy connects at the spine and the back of the body, I want you to notice what you feel here, the back of the heart. The love that we give, the energy that we give, how we share our passion and our purpose in this world. The front side of the body, where the heart is, where this energy originates, is the public side of our body. It's what we walk through the world with, it is the direction we face. So, as you're traveling through the world, imagine there are waves of energy currents, and you're walking through these waves of energy currents every single day in all of your interactions and all of your journeys and all of your travels. And as you're walking through this energy, it's as though your body, the front of your body, is filtering this energy through these centers within you. And then what you give out is a reflection of what you've been receiving. So if you've been around a lot of high vibrational people, you're going to give that kind of energy out. That's what you're going to emanate, how you're going to shine. If the energy we've been filtering through our physical vessel has been a little bit mixed, we may feel confused or frustrated at times with ourselves. And then if it's a little bit of a lower vibration, just based on your surroundings and circumstances, you may give out that same type of energy. You may want to just be, secluded for a moment to gather your thoughts and your feelings, to gain that courage and motivation to then go out. So know that everything we do affects our energy. So this natural filter system that's moving through our body, we lead with the heart and we give with the back of the heart. So this band of energy, we want to keep it clean and clear. So set an intention here and now to cleanse and clear the energy of this space. Welcome in a long, expansive breath. And then on your exhale, detoxify, let go. Beautiful. This band of energy is now glowing. It's radiant, it's clean, it's clear. The frequencies are able to travel through time, space, reality uninterrupted. Now draw this attention back to the center of your heart and the back of your spine, like a direct mirror reflection, front and back of body. And now add in your shoulders, your collarbones, and your arms, all the way down to your fingertips. Feel this energy growing and glowing all the way down into your arms and into your hands and your fingertips. And then maybe you start to feel your palms light up from this activation of energy. Feeling into this energy. Reminding ourselves that our arms are extensions of our heart chakra, of our heart space, of our spine. This area of the body is connected to heart, it's love, it's compassion. It's when we give another a hug or shake their hands and exchange energy. This happens through these channels. The energy of others also lies here. The energy of self lies here. This is our world of duality, bringing that into synchronicity. Beautiful. Now just draw this energy back and around through the heart and then over to the other arm and start to feel as though there are currents running through your body, all the way from your fingertips up the arms, through the shoulders, down the spine into the center of the chest where your heart space is, and then around 360 degrees. Beautiful. Feel this space activated. Now draw a line of energy from your heart space in the center of your body down into the center of your chest, or your torso, right around your stomach, your solar plexus area, the upper abdominal muscles, this whole band, 360 degrees. Feel that energy activated. Breathe in. Exhale, let go. Beautiful. Bring this energy from your solar plexus up through the heart, up through the throat to the third eye at the center of your brow. And then imagine yourself coming out of the body and looking at yourself like a bird's eye view here in your opening position on your back. Beautiful. Looking at yourself objectively, observing the body. Good. And then bringing self back in, bringing your spirit back into your vessel. Taking a large, expansive breath in all the way from the bottoms of your feet up to the legs, through the hips, through the whole torso, out the shoulders, the arms, the crown of the head, fully activated through our being. Breathe in a little bit more air. And then exhale, sigh, let it all go. Beautiful. Take a big breath in one more time, exactly as you are. And then exhale, let it all go. Take your hands to your heart as though you're just plugging in for a brief moment before we take our practice a little bit deeper into the physical body. Our spirit activated, our energy activated. Our emotions may be balanced, maybe shining a light, a little bit of awareness. Beautiful. Take a big breath in, reach your arms up and overhead, point out through your toes. Big breath in, long breath out. Good, one more time. Point out through the toes, reach out through your fingers, reach the arms overhead. And then exhale, let it go. Beautiful. Take the arms back to the sides of the body. Slide your feet flat to your mat. Lengthen out the spine by just lifting up the hips, tilting the pelvis, and then dropping the legs left to right. Start to connect with your ujjayi breath, your victorious breath. Sounds of the ocean rippling through your body. If you're new to the practice, take your tongue to the roof of your mouth and then slide it behind the front of the teeth. Keep moving your legs if that feels good, just activating the body, moving some of this energy around. Good, and then your inhales and exhales are going to keep your tongue like an anchor to the roof of your mouth, right at that space where we found behind the teeth. And then we're going to inhale through the nose. And then exhale through the nose. You're going to feel heat swirling like a vapor, like a steam at the back of your throat. And I want you to imagine that if your mouth were open and you were at a mirror and you wanted to draw a heart on it, you'd be fogging up the mirror. That's that kind of quality of breath that we're looking for here, except our mouth is closed and our tongue is anchored to the roof of the mouth. See if you can come here or stay here for the majority of your practice and notice how this breath will transform your movement. Beautiful. Let's take the knees through center now and then stretch them up to the sky, feet facing flat towards the sky. Good, and then start to wiggle out through your toes, roll out through your ankles. Big breaths in and out, maintaining that ujjayi breath. And then whenever you need a break, whenever you feel like you've gathered enough energy and you need to clear it, I want you to take a breath in through the nose and then out through the mouth as many times as you need to, and then you come back to your ujjayi breath. Good. Just start to take your hands behind your legs here and then just rub the legs all the way from your hips to your ankles as far as you're able to reach. all the way from the back of the legs to the side of the legs to the inside and then the front. Connecting with your whole body. If you can get to your feet, go ahead, connect hands to feet. Heaven to earth, as above, so below. With this connection of hands to feet, we now become one. Infinite energy flowing through the body. One more breath here, wherever you are, moving, holding, just being present. And then we'll exhale, take the feet down. Good. Bring your knees into your chest now, rolling up into a tiny little ball. Imagine this tiny little ball becomes a giant ball of energy, reflective of the sun. You're like a rock, and the sun is shining on you, lighting you up, invigorating you, giving you vitality, giving you life. Beautiful. Gently release, let go, and then find one of your blocks. Good. Once you have that one block, I want you to take it into your right hand, holding one of the short edges. All right, let's take the legs all the way up to the sky. Straighten them as much as you are able to. And then we're going to lower the right leg about halfway. So we're starting to scissor kick the legs. We're going to take that block and weave it behind the left leg, around in front, switch the legs, and then behind the right leg, around in front, switch the legs, behind the left, switch the legs, behind the right, switch. And then we just keep weaving the block in between these beautiful, strong, straight legs. And you're moving at a pace that's going to challenge you a little bit here. So it's always going to start off slow. And then it's once you get the flow that you can dial it up or tone it down or maintain where you're at. So in astrology, this is your cardinal fixed and mutable energy. So do you want to be that cardinal energy leading, generating that force, moving nice and quickly, maybe even lifting up the head, neck, and shoulders, stoking that inner fire, burning that core a little bit stronger? Or do you want to just lay on the back at a nice even pace, lift and lower, sustaining the energy? That's our fixed modalities. Or do you want to be mutable and just go with the flow? It's like sometimes I want to amp it up, sometimes I want to, dial it down. But at the end of the day, I'm going to bring you home. I'm going to complete this task. Keep going here for 5 more. This is that mutable energy. So maintaining and closing out that fire. Last round. Awesome. Take the block down. Let your feet connect to the earth and then just rock them side to side. Move the energy. Eventually, we're going to pause on the left side first. So whenever you feel ready to stop, you just twist to the left. If you feel like you need to adjust the spine so your hips and your shoulders are in the same line, just shimmy your hips closer to the right side of your mat. And then eventually your spine will align. Arms can come into a T or into cactus. They can even be connected to the body, to the leg, to the ribs. And then we breathe here in this twist. Feeling that fire, that heat in the legs, in the core. Maybe even in our chest, as the respiratory system is now getting amped up with that ujjayi breath when we're moving. Here we come back to that rest and rejuvenate space. 2 more breaths. Good. After your second breath, just come through center nice and gently, and then switch, moving your hips over towards the left side of your mat, twisting over to the right. And just know when we practice together, you always have the option to take your practice to the degree that you are comfortable with on any given day. If with me, you challenge yourself to go at my pace or further or stronger, or you dial it back, that's on you. I'm just here to be your guide, your vessel. The energy is just moving through me. I'm delivering it to you. And then you apply it in any way that it suits you in that given day you're practicing. Every day is going to be different. We are coming into Leo season and it's a waning moon. We're working towards the new moon in Leo coming up next week. So it's going to be funny energy. You're going to want to shine, but you're also going to want to be with self and just be secluded and with those who are near and dear to you. So give yourself some grace as we work towards this new moon. Shed anything else from Cancer season that we still might be carrying, letting go. Good. Next 2 breaths, you're going to gently make your way back to center. Go ahead, realign the spine. Take a big breath in and out. And then we're going to find that block once again. And then this time we're going to take a block on top of the right foot. This is going to be super fun, guys. And then we're going to reach that right leg up to the sky and then lower the left leg all the way down to the mat. Okay, take it all the way down. Anchor yourself here. You may need to bend the knee. You might be able to keep it straight. You might feel the block wiggle and shake. This is just a fun little exercise that we're going to do. If the block falls, just protect your beautiful face. Everything else, you will be fine. Or just make sure to move your head out of the way. It will hurt because gravity. But yeah, this is a great way to bring awareness into your practice, right? We're going to hover that left leg now. And then I want you to bring that energy to your belly button, to your navel, and press it down towards your spine, connecting your lower back to your mat. We're going to keep the right leg exactly as it is. And we're just going to take the left knee in, bend the knee, and then take it away. So do these first few rounds as a nice little test sample to see what you're able to do here with the block resting on that right foot. And blocks, if you're using a cork block, my goodness, I send you my love and my praises. If you're using a foam block, I mean, it's foam, so it's going to feel super light. Cork, you have the weight. It's also going to hurt way more if it falls on your face. So please protect your beautiful face. But see here, if we can now start to maybe lift the head, neck, and shoulders as you bring the knee into the chest, and then extend that left leg long again. And then maybe you can take your fingertips to your temples and then cross the right elbow to the left knee, and then bring yourself back to center, and then cross it over to the left, and then bring it back to center. Good. So feeling this energy coming through here of stability, of groundedness, it's stableness that the sun brings. It brings life and vitality. Things are totally alive here. Core is on fire. Good. Maybe left leg is on fire. We're going to do 3 more like this. Good. And then at the end of that 3rd round, you're going to take the left foot down to the mat first, and then reach up to receive your prop, and then take it off to the left side of your mat. Once you come back, both feet flat, I want you to extend both legs long, and just for a moment, feel the difference between the left and the right side. Fascinating. Take your inhale, reach the arms up and overhead. And then let's attempt to balance everything out, lengthening out through the legs, trying to balance out through the pelvis, reach out through your fingers, move with your breath here. Awesome. And then when you're ready, you'll take both feet flat to your mat, the arms back to center. Take a little twist if you need to, like a little reset. And then when you're ready, you're going to take your block and we're going to put it on the left foot this time. Good. And know that your non-dominant side, you're going to have to probably work a little bit harder. And you know what else I love about this as we get set up here is based on how we walk is how the block may rest on your foot. So how fascinating is that? So we stand on our feet in our yoga practice all the time, but this is a really true indication of where we're at in terms of balance in our body, right? And our feet are what carry us. So just take a second to adjust in any way to just bring yourself into this new space, holding the block on the left foot. And then when you're ready, you can take the right leg long and just extend the leg so your heel is flat to the mat. Once you do that, you may need to bend your left leg because of hips or hamstrings. You might be able to maintain. So just give yourself a few moments here to explore this new space. Use your breath, use your awareness. Beautiful. And then when you're ready, I want you to try hovering that right leg, pressing the lower back down to your mat, feeling the navel come in towards the spine. Good. Feeling that energy, that pressure in the core, that stability come right into the body. Connecting back with your ujjayi breath, just in case we lost it on the first side. And then we're going to start to bring in the right knee and then extend it long. And then bring it in and extend it long. So something cool where we can focus our dristi, which is our gaze in our yoga practice, is actually at the foot, at the block. This is going to help keep the neck long and that chin slightly tucked. So the cervical spine is in a good space. And then again, if we want to add on a layer, we lift up head, neck, shoulders, pressing the lower back down, continuing to look at the toes. Good. Continuing to bring that right leg in and out, in and out. Maybe you want to add another layer here, fingertips to temples, and then maybe you cross left elbow to right leg, and then bring it back to center, and then cross, and then center. Oh boy, this one is a goodie. Good. Let's keep moving here. Whatever you've decided to do, if you need to come into that cardinal mode where you're like, I've got it all, let's go, then do it. If you're in that fixed mode where you're like, I'm gonna just sustain what I know I can do today, or if you're in that mutable mode where you're like, I am just trying to keep this block afloat, then like just do you, be wherever you're at. Know that you are stoking a crazy inner fire right now. Let's do 3 more. 2 breaths. Good. Last breath. Beautiful. Bring that right foot down. Get that block off the left foot. Place your prop off to the side and then just rock the leg side to side. Great job. Good work, Yogi. Oh my goodness. All right, let's take the knees into the chest. Give ourselves a great big hug. Thank you so much for doing that with me. Good. Let's start to rock and roll ourselves all the way up and over, coming into a tabletop position. Now, if you want, or if you're loving this whole block prop integration, go ahead and bring one block onto your mat flat, and then we're going to place it underneath the right knee. And then you're bringing yourself into a tabletop position. So yes, the hips will be slightly imbalanced right now if you're on the block, but just take a second to make sure we're grounded into the hands. Feel into the innermost part of the hand. Make sure the fingers are spread wide, but not too wide that we're putting stress or strain on the muscles. And then lift up the left knee so it's in line with your right. Good. And then from here, we're going to take the left leg lateral out to the side and then tap the right knee and then bring it lateral and then tap the right knee. So we're using a bunch of our hip muscles here, abductors, our adductors. We're stabilizing the whole structure with the core. Good. Now, this time when you lift, extend the leg like you're doing a side kick, and then bend the leg and then bring it back in, activating a whole other group of muscles, and then extend the leg and then bend and bring it back in. Awesome. Cool. Like yogi ninjas coming through Leo season, coming in hot. Good. Take 2 more just like this. Yes, feeling that right hip. Beautiful. And then now take that left leg and like have it just hang under the hip. And we're going to drop it down to the mat and then lift it back up, and then drop it down and lift up, and then drop, tap, lift. Good. So as much as we are focusing on the left leg here, moving it, we're actually flossing into that right hip. So you might be feeling a little bit more heat on the right side. Beautiful. Tap, 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 3 more times. Beautiful. Now extend that left leg long. And then let's take the other block that you have maybe around you or not. If you don't have it, it's totally cool. We're going to reach the right arm forward. Just a bonus if you have a block, because it's just added weight. Stellar for the core. Option here to lift up that left leg. Good. We're just going to hold and breathe, because static positions know how to stoke a good fire. So let's come into that fixed energy and sustain here. Breathing. Leveling out the hips. As soon as you level out the hips, you're going to feel your entire core activate. I have my index finger pointing forward across the long edge of the block as I grip the rest. We are activating all the hand muscles here. Muscles in through the hands, the arms, the shoulders. 2 more breaths. Beautiful work. At the end of your second exhale, lower the block down, lower the hands, the knees, come off of the block underneath the right side. Just move it out of the way for a second here. And then drop your hips all the way over to the right. And then come all the way over to the left. And as you're moving here, as you're coming through this tabletop sequence, I want you to imagine that like feline energy. Lion is Leo. So that strong, divine, feminine, sacred, masculine energy. Sacred masculine of the sun, that divine feminine of the cat, of the feline. Good. Now go forward and back on the right side towards the wrist and then towards the heels. Like we're flossing out. We're just stretching all of those muscles we just stabilized, used, and strengthened. Awesome. And then once you feel sweet in the body, come to center, take 1 round of cat-cow. Just activate, neutralize the spine. Body part that Leo rules over, because they have a lot of courage. They have a backbone. They have a spine, right? It's part of their power. Good. Come back to center. Now let's take that block underneath the left knee. So give yourself a good second here to get set up. And then once you feel ready, make sure your arms are ready to support you. We're going to hover, or actually just come to the toes of your right foot, and then bring that right knee in line with the left knee. Perfect. Now from this space, when the core is strong and activated, ready to support you, we're going to go lateral with the right leg out to the side and then tap the left knee. And the whole time we do this lateral movement, we're trying to maintain a nice, easy, level spine, nice and neutral. Core is activated. That solar plexus is working strong and hard. Feel the hands activated. They're supporting you here. Good. Now this time when we lift, we're going to do our little ninja kick and then bend the knee and come back. And then out to the side, our ninja kick and then back. Awesome. Get as creative as you like with your breath. That ujjayi breath might pick up. You might exhale out through the mouth when you send that energy out the right foot. Let's do 2 more here. You might notice the hips and their asymmetries. When you come back to center, just hold, hover. Good. And now let's take that right foot long and then bring your block into your left hand. Reach it forward, and then let's lift. Beautiful. Push into the left knee and the right hand. Good, nice work. Let's hold it here for 3, for 2. Align the spine for 1. Good, exhale, bring it all down. Awesome. Remove the blocks. And then send your hips over to the left side. Maybe roll out through that right wrist and then come over to the left, or to the right rather, roll out the left wrist. Good, back over. Do this as many times as you need to. And then when you're ready, you stay on the left side and then you go forward and back. Good, and then when you come back to center this time, just send your hips back to your heels. Stretch it out into a child's pose. Feel as your head connects with the earth, or a prop to bring the earth closer to you. Feel this energy in the body. Feel the spine align. Feel the breath move through your body. Good, and then when you're ready, come up to your tabletop position. And we'll just take the blocks and we'll move them to the front of the mats. Good, and then from your tabletop position, we're gonna step back into a plank pose. And then send the hips back, downward facing dog. Awesome. From your downward dog, we're going to move forward to plank, and then we pause and hold it there nice and strong. Adjust anything that doesn't feel right. So use these first few rounds to feel good in your body. And then again, hips back, downward dog. So as we move forward and back, the feet won't move, the hands won't move. It's just going to be everything in between. So this is great for our shoulders and our hips. If you need to, you can always come down to your knees for plank, and then hips back to a child's pose if the downward dog plank rolls are not suiting you today. So today we're going to come back into downward dog. We know that we're going to come forward to a plank, choose yours. And then exhale, we're going to bend the elbows. Hold your plank. Hold your chaturanga dandasana here. Push the floor away. Feel the back of your arms fire. Push the floor away, all the way, all the way, all the way. And then send yourself back, downward dog. Take a big breath in. Take a long breath out. Beautiful. Glide forward, high plank. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga, and hold at 90 degrees. Hold, hold, hold. Push the floor away. Get super active. Push into your hands. More, 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 more. Feel your back arms. Feel your back body. Now this time we're going to lower down to the mat. Nice and slow, nice and slow. Good. Untuck your toes. Lift up the hearts. Breathe here. Feel into your cobra pose. Shine your heart. Open your heart here. Beautiful. Push yourself all the way up. Send yourself back to a child's pose, but take your arms with you. Bring them alongside the body. Head down to the earth. Connect. Beautiful. Reach the arms forward. Pull yourself back up to a tabletop. And then let's just bring ourselves through into a seated position so we can come into Navasana. We're going to reach for one of those blocks. And then take it in between the knees. With your feet flat to the floor, we're going to make sure that when the feet are flat, we feel all of the toes, the balls of the feet, and then we feel the same places on the legs light up against the block. And then from here, with this activation in the low body, lean back, but not too much. We don't want to lean onto the tailbone. We want to stay onto those bony bits of the pelvis, the sits bones, and then lengthen your spine back. So now we're on this angle, this like, I'm not going to do the math. It's not 45 degrees, but we're back. We're leaning. Reach the arms forward, activate the arms in the chest, draw the shoulders back, shine your heart. Feel the shoulder blades on the back ribs, palms are slightly up. Keep grounding through the feet, keep squeezing the block, and then hold. Breathing through the body wanting to fall back onto the tailbone. Breathing through the arms wanting to fall down beside you. Breathing through when you lose the activation in the legs and you stop squeezing the block or grounding through the feet. Breathing through all of these discomforts, gaining confidence, knowing that we can do hard things, we can overcome things. It's a step-by-step process, but we can do those things and we can show up as our messy, beautiful, radiant self. Keep it holding. Keep that block in between the legs. Lift up the heart just a little bit more. Body fatiguing. Feel charged by the sun. 3, 2, 1. Release the block. Open up the legs. Baddha Konasana. It might feel nice to just add a little bit of a flutter to your legs. Beautiful. And then from this space, take an inhale. Exhale, just lean forward gently. And then inhale, bring yourself back upright. And then exhale, lean forward gently. And just follow your breath like this a few times on your own. Inhaling and exhaling. If you feel like you need to stay, you just stay and hold somewhere. Then just do whatever your body is asking for. Beautiful. Bring yourself back upright wherever you are. Take your hands outside of your legs. Close the knees up. Give yourself a great big hug. Wrap your arms around your legs. Round through the back. Lean back. And then bring yourself through into a tabletop position. Good. Step your legs back into your high plank. From your high plank, let's take an inhale here. Exhale, lower chaturanga. Into your back bend, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 2 more times just like this. Inhale, glide forward. Full breath in. Exhale, lower down halfway, chaturanga. Into your back bend. Exhale the hips back. Stay for 2 breaths. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, lower down chaturanga. Into your back bend. Exhale, hips back, downward dog. Beautiful. Take an inhale, rise high to your tippy toes, and then walk forward triumphantly to the front of your mat. Take an inhale, recognize all of the hard work you've done as you lift the spine, lengthen the spine, straighten your legs. Exhale, bend your knees, forward fold. Coming up to stand all the way up to the sky, reach the arms, reach the arms. And then exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Good, 2 more times like this. Inhale, we reach up. Exhale, we forward fold. Inhale, we lengthen the spine. Exhale, forward fold, drop your head. Inhale, rise to stand. Exhale, hands to your heart. Beautiful. 1 more time, just like that on your own, following your breath. Landing with your hands at heart center, Anjali Mudra. Pressing the hands together, bringing your thumbs against the chest, against the sternum. And now feeling that energy that was once separate, it had 2 ends, is now whole. I want you to imagine that this energy, your thumbs, your hands, your arms, and your hearts, in that 360-degree band, imagine there is an infinity loop of energy traveling here, starting at the center of your chest, moving to the left through the left arm, the left shoulder, across the left chest, into the hands and over to the right arm, all the way up the arm to the shoulder, to the chest, to the center of the chest, to the left hand, all the way up the left arm to the left shoulder, through the left chest, meeting at the hands, through the right arm, all the way up the right arm to the right shoulder, across the collarbone down to the chest, into the left hand. Continue this loop on your own, breathing, allowing your breath to be the prana, the energy, the force that lights up this infinity, this infinite energy that is within us and all around us. And our Leo season is here, or the Leo season is here to embody this infinite energy. You are casted as the main character in your life. You write the script. Make it a good one. Feeling this infinite loop of energy through your body. And then when you feel like it's complete, only you'll know, take your thumbs to your third eye. And from your third eye, feel this energy from both hands out and down both arms to the center of the chest, creating big circles, big loops of energy. Divine, feminine, sacred, masculine. Integration, feeling the energy, embodying the energy, becoming the energy. And then exhale, reach the arms down, out and up. Inhale. Exhale, hands to your heart. 2 more like this. Inhale, reach out and up, gather energy. Exhale, bring it into your heart. One more time. Inhale, reach out and up into your heart. Thank you for allowing me to guide you through your practice. Welcome to Leo season. I will see you in 30 when we welcome Vertigo. Be well, go in peace. Namaste.